Hello again. A little late this week. It was a long week of just me being tired and not having a lot of energy. And then Friday, I woke up with a big pounding headache, which only got worse, which really sucked. It's something that I deal with. I get headaches a lot. And shout out to any of you that also deal with the same type of thing. It's no fun, but it's one of those things that you just try to learn to live with. Um, so I've just been a little slow on getting it out this week, but here I am. I also apologize. I've had a few people tell me that the end of the last video scared the crap out of them. I will try not to do that. Not intentional. So that was kind of funny, though, to me at least. So yeah, I will try not to scare you. Um, yeah, so today I am doing something a little different. Kind of like a yarn art. I don't want to say macrame because I'm not doing a bunch of braids and knots and stuff like that, but something using yarn. I think it's neat to do things like that's decor that's not necessarily a picture or a painting or something like that. I like to do things that are a little bit more three-dimensional sometimes. And if you hear Morty, he's tip-tapping around down here with me, looking all over for things to eat that he shouldn't, I'm sure. But yeah, anyway, I like to do things that can be a little textile-ish, I guess, sometimes. Hello, Morty. Kisses? Yes. Oh, yes, thank you. Get in there. All right. So I am going to do hoops. So at Joann's, I found this pack of hoops that I got. A bunch of different sizes, which even I just think like looking at something like that, I think looks really cool. And then I was I'm sorry, I got those at Michael's. At Joann's, I found just this wooden hoop, and I really kind of like that. It goes with my vibe for kind of what we do with our living room, kind of like a natural, I don't know, like natural. I don't know, what do you want to call that? I don't know what you call that. I like a lot of natural stuff like this in the living room, kind of bohemian, I guess, in a little bit of a way. Probably even more so with this craft that I'm doing. At Joann's, I also went and I found some really cool yarns. I loved this. This one, I saw that and I was like, okay, that is just fun. I liked that a lot. And then I got this one to go with it as well. And then while I was shopping, then I found these. And then I also found these. So I like these. I don't know, I like these colors. I think they're fun. So I think I'm going to use these two. And I'm going to use this hoop. And I don't, like I said, it's not really macrame or anything like that. It's going to be more just kind of textile, kind of fringy, I guess. I don't know. We're going to see what it turns into. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll reposition the camera so you can kind of see the tabletop a bit better. And I don't know, let's play. Let's see what we make. Okay, so basically the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get some of this yarn out. And figure out a good length that we're going to do this. Like I said, I always like a nice little fringy kind of look. So let's see, maybe not that much. Yeah, I'm going to go about like that, I think. Just to have some extra. In the end, can always cut it off if we need some more. Actually, you know what? Let's do it like this. Okay. So the way that I'm just going to go ahead and start this is I'm just going to come in here and just do one of these classic loop throughs. That gets it on there nice and good. So I'm going to do that. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of alternate the colors a little bit. And then I'm just going to kind of go down the row. I'm going to knot these all together. So you can see that I'm all knotted together nice. Say one side, I think, you know, you can kind of see how this side looks and then how this side looks. And I guess it's really up to you which side you want to use going forward. Yeah, I think this side looks a little cleaner to me, so I'm going to go with this one. So really from here, you just kind of look at it and think about what is it that you want to do with this. First thing I'm going to do, so I'm just going to try and get it all separated out. So really, you know, you can just even looking at it like this, you know, you can kind of start to think about or start to see, maybe you have an idea of what it is that you want to do with this now. You could try some weaving it in and out of each other. You know, you can, like, I think I am going to attempt to kind of do some wrapping here, which this can be a little challenging because you're doing this on a circular surface. And that doesn't always want to work very well. And I think that what I'll do is I'm going to try, let's see. How do I want to tie that off? Maybe I will separate these two strands that I'm working with and then bring one around one side, one around the other side. Actually, to make that work right, I need these to be coming from different angles or different sides. So if I wrap this around that way, get this all nice and pulled tight. And be careful when you're pulling on this. It is yarn, yes, but it is possible to pull it too tight and break it. So let's see. So we did that. So I think then what I'll try to do is try and copy that for over here on the other side. So we've got a little start to it. do the next one. And as you can tell, I'm sure, there really is no technique that I'm using to do this. Is there probably one? Oh, I bet you there's plenty. And I bet anybody that does macrame is probably gasping right now. But like I said, I like to experiment and see what happens and what I do and what I come up with. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this in the frame. Oh no, see? You gotta be careful because you will 100% break it if you're not careful. Oh boy. All right, so I gotta see what I'm going to try to do here. I got a little bit too carried away with that, I guess. So I'm just gonna keep on trucking here. It's totally going to be a little bit off now, but you know, I'll figure it out. So let's see. So we've got these two peachy pinky ones and that. So I guess the question is, do we just want to go ahead and do those down like that? Or do we want to try a little something different right here? You know what? I think I'm going to. All right, I'm going to tape this down. I want to make sure that it's still in a place you can see it. And I think what I'm going to do is just kind of do, I don't know, I haven't really done any kind of braiding or anything like that probably since, I don't know, junior high. Like whenever it was in life that we all started making friendship bracelets and stuff and knotting them and making some cool things. Some of this turned out pretty good, I think, back in the day. So what I am going to do, I'm just going to do some classic knotting, I think. Let me start with that one, and then go to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. It looks okay. It's not, I'm not in love. Five, six. Well, let's try a little something else. Some good old classic braiding. Probably just would have looked better if I just would have went ahead and put them down like I did the rest of them. But that's not what I did. And that's okay. Because this is always going to be some kind of a big experiment. Okay. So we do have some of these little pieces. Yeah, see this one, that definitely doesn't look very level, does it? Oh well. Yeah, see, you don't have to get them all together. That's a little better. You can slide them a little bit. I would say that it might be a good idea when you get whatever done that you want to do, maybe take and add a little bit of glue to the back of it, just to help these from sliding, because like these will definitely slide. I was able to slide it down a little bit more again, to just try and get it to match that one a bit more. But from here, I mean, yeah, you could still do more. You have the fringe going on here. I mean, you could wind this around, maybe cover more of this. If you wanted to do something like that and tie it off. You could even take longer pieces and maybe weave them in and out. Or, hey, look at that. Start doing something like that. That's kind of neat. All right. I'm going to snip these, I think. Well, here, let's do this. I'm going to take these up off the table because I think that I'm going to do like a fringe. All right, let me just take a look at the back here. I just want to make sure that everything is nice and tied. And then I'm just going to snip some of these. So I've just got something like that going on. So I think like from here, what we could do is could maybe add just some more simple loops all along the bottom, maybe like from the sides down, all of the same size, and make some fringe. I think I'll do that. Do I love this? No, not really. But again, it's kind of all just experimentation for me. I just kind of want to try it out. I want to see what's going on with it. I want to try stuff. You know, doesn't always work out exactly the way that you want it to, but it doesn't look terrible. Maybe just not the way I envisioned it. I feel like I need to do something with that. I'm still not loving it. And I feel like I need something more right there. All right. So there we go with that. All right, so there we go. Again, just kind of a little bit of an experiment, trying to be able to show this off in a decent way. But nothing really too complicated, as you can see. I mean, you can literally do anything you want. That's what's I kind of think is fun about things like this is that, I didn't really go into this with any kind of an idea of what it was that I was going to do for sure. I just kind of started nodding and stuff and seeing what happened, and I mean, that's kind of like what part of what doing these is all about, is just kind of maybe getting your guys's imagination going, maybe helping to spark a little bit of creativity, um, get that hamster in the wheel fed, and just give you something to go off of, take this concept and then run with it and go do something else with it. I've done a few projects like this before, so I don't know. It is what it is. I don't necessarily love the way that this one turned out. I'll be completely honest with you. But again, I don't really go into these things. I mean, I don't go into these things with a ton of thought of exactly what it is that I'm going to do. I'm very hands-on like that. You know, some people kind of sketch it out and stuff like that, but that's just not me. That's just not the way I've ever been. I just need to get into it and play around with it and see what happens. And then from what I learned during that experience, I will go ahead and apply that to the next time I give it a try. So, with that said, you know, hopefully I was able to kind of help inspire you a little bit, maybe kind of get those wheels turning in your head um, to give something like this a try. There's a lot of things you can do with it here. So give it a shot. You know, I think it's definitely, like I said before, I think it's cool to have decor in your house or wherever it is that you live. That isn't just pictures and paintings and things like that. You know, try making something different. So that is that for this one. And oh, there's Morty. There's Morty. Oh goodness. Oh, hi Growly. Hi Growly. All right. So Morty says, "Have a great evening." Oh, Growlies. Oh, Growlies. Yeah, he's telling you to have a great evening or a good morning or a good day, no matter what, and a better tomorrow. And go out there, make some stuff, have some fun, spread some love and some friendship in this world right now because we need it more than ever. All right. Until next time, I will see you guys later.